Hello and welcome to the Lyceum number 24 for the week of... Okay, so I'm sick, but that will not stop me from bringing you the weekly update, so I hope you 5 people are happy. I've been sick for a few days, mostly lost my voice. This is the best I've been able to talk. For most of it, I've been talking like the squeaky voiced teen.
If I had a girlfriend, she'd kill me.
I guess this sickness has worked out. It gives me like a low, sultry growl, which is helpful since it takes away from all of this. So if you want me to be super uppy and very excited about everything that this week has to offer, you can suck a d. On that note, we have some supporters of the Lyceum. Starting off, there's Video Recordings Australia. You can find their Facebook link in the description below. They do recordings for live bands. You can usually see them at the Valve Bar, the band comps they put on. They usually do a recording of the bands they're playing live and cut them into cool little videos. And they can be hired out to do a live performance recording of your band, or a music video, or any kind of event that gets put on. So get in touch with them. And also another supporter of the Lyceum is Uberfest. That is happening Saturday the 16th of August at the Lyceum Hotel in Lyceum. The tickets have now gone on sale. They're $22 if you buy them pre-sale, or $28 on the door. And the first lineup announcement is coming this week. So if you want to like them, keep up on their information, just click their link in the description below. And now moving on to launches. Exciting! On Thursday the 29th, there is a progressive rock pop single launch happening at the Corner Store in Erskineville for $10 with La Belle. Then a rock blues EP launch is happening at the Lazy Bones Lounge in Marrickville from the Green Mohair Suits. Then on Friday the 30th, there is a rock EP launch at the Bald-Faced Stag in Leichhardt. That is $10 with the Heaps Goods. I'm dying. Then a singer-songwriter album launch at the Newtown Social Club in Newtown for $18 with Kim Churchill. And lastly on Friday, a free rock single launch at the Tattersalls Hotel out at Penrith with Air Force Kid. And on Saturday, there's a hip-hop single launch at the Newtown Social Club in Newtown for $15 with, okay, I'm going to mispronounce this. I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce this, but I'll hopefully get it right. Takei Maidza. That is how it's spelt. Let's hope I was right. Now on to special gigs. On Friday the 30th, there is a rock fundraiser for the Sydney Children's Hospital Foundation. There's $25 to get in at the Miranda Hotel in Miranda. Then Saturday the 31st, the Blacktown Festival is on. It's an outdoor festival, starts at 10 AM. There's a whole bunch of stalls and other stuff going on, but there's also live music going across 6 stages the whole entire day. So you can check out the link that's down there and see what it's all about and who's playing and what's on. And there is also Cherry Rock 2014, a whole bunch of alternative rock and punk bands. It's $60 at the Factory Theatre in Marrickville. And also another festival, the Sydney Jewish Music Festival is on, and is kicking off with a tribute to Jewish singer-songwriters that's happening at Jam Gallery in Bondi for $25. And on Sunday the 1st, there is a World Music Cancer Benefit Show for Ellen Rappaport. I may have said that last name wrong, hopefully not. And that's $23 at the Camelot Lounge in Marrickville. And it's for Ellen, who's also performing on the night. She was diagnosed with cancer, and this is a benefit show to help with treatment costs and the like. And now on to news. I'm almost done, and then I can go back to not doing anything to help my throat. It'll heal on its own. It needs to learn that the world is cruel. You gotta make it on your own. The first news article is at the Sundays Gallery in Surrey Hills. They debuted a photo gallery exhibition of live music. It should still be going on, I think. It started last Wednesday. Showcases a lot of different images of bands, stage production, as well as the crowds. All of the photographers showcased in the exhibition are also local photographers who do things for either local or international publications. So you can see a bunch of great work from all of the local photographers in Australia. And now the second news article, which may take my voice out because there's going to be a mini rant associated with this. But the aforementioned Cherry Rock Festival is happening on Saturday the 31st. Their sales have not been quite as much as they hoped. In 1,000 tickets that need to be sold, so far 129 have been booked. You can pick up tickets at the venue, it doesn't have to be pre-booked. But as a result of this, the promoter was talking to Faster Louder about these dismal sales and turned his attention towards Sydney itself and its music-loving inhabitants. A few quotes that were used from the promoter, James Young, were, $60 for a wet dream 14-act rock lineup on a Saturday day and night. I'm confused, I'm scratching my head. What am I doing wrong, Sydney? I come from Sydney originally. How could I get this so wrong? Do people not go out in Sydney? And also some other quotes questioning whether people in Sydney enjoy rock music and go out to support it. He also talks about the considerable amount of money spent on advertising for Sydney, since this is the first time that Cherry Rock has come up from Melbourne. Personally, doing the gig guide, my exposure to Cherry Rock has been I was invited to the event by friends of friends on Facebook, but I don't know, I guess I'm just not in touch with the scene. One of the unfortunate things that comes across in this interview is that he doesn't necessarily come across as a promoter who is doing some slightly desperate need for pushing to sell some tickets, get people to the show, really promote the shit out of it. He comes across more as whining that he's not selling as well as he could and blaming other people. This isn't to say that James Young is to blame, but there are certain things that should be taken into account. One of which being that it happens in the middle of Vivid Festival, which is a festival that is putting on live music from the likes of Pixies and St. Vincent and Liars. So it is very much possible that people spent their money going to see those bands and didn't want to spend another $60 to go to a rock festival. And now another thing, also being promoted on radio, a particular radio interview that was done was with Triple M. Now I imagine because Triple M are a mainstream radio station, it would have taken a bit of money to get onto there to do an interview about Cherry Rock Festival. But here's the problem. Cherry Rock is a festival that has a lot of local acts, especially rock acts, some from Melbourne, some from Sydney, one band from New Zealand, and a USA band, the Meat Puppets. Triple M, on the other hand, as far as I've really seen, they don't really put local acts in the limelight. In fact, in the Triple M interview, they played the Screaming Jets, not playing any of the bands that were on the festival, not playing any of the band, not playing even the international band that was on the festival. They just played another popular rock act from about 20 years ago, which seems to be Triple M's bag. Or popular rock acts from 20 years ago, or just general popular acts from today that are played on every other radio station. I know that Triple M are marketed as the last remaining cove of rock music on radio, but that doesn't mean that they would support your cause for a local festival with local bands. And even the big headliner of the Meat Puppets from the USA, their tagline to get people into them is, "This is the band that influenced Nirvana and Kurt Cobain in music." Is that supposed to make people cream their jeans and just immediately go for ticket sales? Hey, this is the band that influenced that other band. They got way more popular than this band, but they influenced them. Even the Melvins didn't go by that tagline. Even Killing Joke, when they came out to Sydney, didn't go by that tagline. Have some faith in the band if you don't think that people are going to be into them unless they know that they had something to do with a Nirvana influence. Then maybe you need a bit more of a name puller. All of this being said, they are just things that could possibly contribute to a lack of sales. Because seriously, with the amount of rock venues that there are around Sydney, to say that Sydney people don't care about rock music is kind of laughable. It's also taking into account differences from Melbourne, because Melbourne sold out quite quickly. It was something to do with when it was on, stuff happening around there. Cherry Rock has also had a lot more time in Melbourne to establish themselves as a great festival for rock music to have people sell out that quickly. This is its first time expanding to Sydney, and you expect it to, immediately sell out as fast as Melbourne did. But either way, a lot of this ire mainly comes from the interview, and the way that he comes across in the interview, it just seems like a PR nightmare. It doesn't shine a positive light on him, and it doesn't shine a positive light on his festival. Although all of that may be irrelevant, because, AJ Matter is still a popular festival promoter, and he has yet to get a restraining order to keep him 100 feet away from any social media interface. Moving on to some more positive things, the band of the week this week goes to Slumber Haze. They are a alternative hip-hop kind of band, a bunch of different influences go into their music. They are having a gig this week on Wednesday the 28th at Frankie's Pizza by the Slice, which, by the way, awesome goddamn food there. I went there the other week, that's fantastic. Though their sound system can possibly make you deaf. Take some earplugs just in case. We will have a track of Slumber Haze playing at the end of this video, or if you want to check them out for yourselves, they are linked in the description below. And that is it for us! Now, I'm going to try and do this in one go without destroying my voice, so I will do it in an American announcer voice. If you are interested in hearing any of the bands or events or news that we talked about in this video, simply click on the appropriate link in the description box below. If you are a band, event manager, or a business, and you want to become a sponsor or promoter of the Lyceum, just send an email to thelyceum.music@gmail.com and we will sort something out. If you want to hear a track from each band having a launch this week, just check out our playlist. It will be up now on mixcloud.com/thelyceum or embedded in our website. And don't forget the gig guide is up on the website because that's kind of the main thing that we do. So go check that out, see what's happening this week and all the awesome stuff that's going to be on. I will see you next Monday with a list of upcoming launches as well as all of the news that is happening in this world of music of ours. Until then, be better than I sound.
Cool, don't stop.